Let's go west, shall we? Because Oklahoma City, I mean, they didn't get the memo. They're not tanking, apparently. They beat Portland. An SGA game winner. Also, a little history was made with Dame passing Clyde Drexler as the Trailblazers' all-time leading scorer. Love to see it. Shams, I love doing some psychoanalysis. So after the game, Dame had advice for SGA, and he said that the grass isn't always greener. Here we go. What do you think he meant by that?
Well, I think, first of all, shout out to Damian Lillard for passing Clyde Drexler, and for OKC's part. Early on this year, guys were missing games. SGA, I believe, came off the bench to start a second half. So I think, efforts were made to do what that team had to do. Teams are trying to position themselves. But this team is competing at a really high level, and you have to give SGA a lot of credit. I think when you look at Damian Lillard's comments, it's very interesting, the fact that he made those comments after the game. SGA is just so good. I think being an all-star is going to be something that for sure we're going to talk about with him this season. To me, he's looking like a shoo-in, really a no-brainer. And he appears to really want to be in Oklahoma City and really embracing the role that he has there. And the Thunder right now want to build around him. So as much as I think teams around the league want to continue to eye that situation, whether it's Toronto or New York or LA, everything seems to be right there. Damian Lillard's comments being kind of an overshadow or foreshadow of what the conversation, is to come with SGA there.
I love that he threw that out into the universe. Although sometimes technically the grass is greener on the other side. I mean, you can't, right? Like you can't say that it always isn't. Yeah, it depends on the grass. Sometimes it's bad. But look, the kid went 14 for 14 from the line. He had the game winner. I mean, you really cannot ask for a better performance. As far as a clutch player goes, though, Chandler, I ask you this. Can we put him in the conversation right now as a clutch player in this league?
I mean, you can. The season he's having is unbelievable. And look at the Thunder. They're 2 games out of the play-in with what feels like an AAU roster that we're watching out there. And this is without their big stud, Chet Holmgren. So SGA has been just carrying the load. The guy's averaging 31, 6, and 5. He's probably going to be a starter in the All-Star game. Like, he has really taken his game to the next level. He's, I think, the dead-on favorite for most improved. He should be an all-star. I don't care about their record. This kid has taken leaps and bounds and is, to me, the most impressive player this season so far.
I love it. I mean, shout out to our stat guy yesterday who figured out that they have an awful record when he scores 30, and then he goes out there and wins while scoring 30, hits a game winner. It warms my heart to see a young fella shoot a mid-range jumper for a game winner. He said afterwards, this shot he's worked on, the spin right into that jumper. I'm so happy it wasn't a sidestep Tyrese Halliburton 3. But yeah, he's an all-star. They need to build around him. This is the type of player you hoard assets for. This is the entire point of being that type of franchise. This is the jewel of the Paul George trade. I think you could honestly say you've won the trade now. He's probably a better player than Paul George right now. And this was the point. This is the entire point of breaking it down, was to get him and to get picks. And now you have Chet Holmgren and you have whatever you have going forward with your picks. And you have basically the entire decade of Clippers picks. This is the entire point. And I'm happy that he's showing that. I'm happy he's a sure all-star, whether he starts, whether the coaches put him in. He deserves it, and I'm happy for him. As far as Dame goes, it sounds great. And, yes, he remained loyal to the Blazers. But we're talking about a guy who has toyed with leaving that team multiple times, very publicly as well. Like, it wasn't just rumors and innuendo. It's Dame Lillard on the record saying, I sat down with LeBron and Anthony Davis and essentially tampered. So find whoever you need to find. But yeah, I thought about it. So, all right, Dame, maybe the grass is greener because you thought it was for sure.
Yeah, Chandler.
Yeah, listen, I think it's great when players stay with one franchise for their whole career, when they show loyalty. But things happen. You definitely took meetings. Your agent had conversations. Like Bradley Beal, he honestly just stayed in Washington because he got that 5th year and got more money. So as much as you want to talk about loyalty and that is part of it. But if SGA has a chance to move to a bigger market, to sign a huge deal with getting more money off the court, no doubt in my mind, it's exactly what this dude's going to do. And that's what most people should do, honestly. But I do respect the guys who stay in the same market and it works out like Dame has done. But this kid's an absolute star, and I don't see him staying there for the rest of his career.
I do appreciate him wanting someone else to sort of take that trek. And by the way, working out, I guess that's all relative. Like, what does that mean to everyone? But I'm giving you the option right now, Chandler. Nothing else involved. SGA or Dame. Who are you taking?
Oh, like not giving me no age factored in or anything?
Well, I mean, who they are right now.
I'm taking
time machine. I don't know about?
I'm taking Dame Lillard right now. If I'm for the future,
Okay.
obviously I'm going young, but Dame Lillard, you can't sleep on him still. He is one of the greats and he is unbelievable. But obviously for the future with their ages, I'm going SGA. But right now I need someone to win a game. I'm going Dame Lillard.
I can't read Eddie's face.
I'm going Shai. If we're talking right now this season, and we're talking about injuries and what he gives you with the youth and his ability to shoot now, which is something he's added as his career has kind of gone on. I'm going Shai. I got Shai over a lot of guys. I'm probably picking him over Trey. He's that good to me. So I think we're talking about him and Ja. That's kind of the tier of player that I see him in. So yeah, give me SGA.
Shai and Ja. It's like a 90s R&B group. I love it. I love it so much. How about